You cannot bail her out. Stop hitting me. Why you ain't bailed her out? Why you ain't got her attorney? We don't need to get her attorney.
Many people y'all are talking to Stockton, y'all know I'm winning. It's losing, and Jason Lee ain't never been in the same sense. I don't know who you talking to.
So you saying you winning?
Wack, I'm not letting you pull me out of...
Jason Lee has dropped a bombshell that's got everyone talking. Apparently, Wack 100 isn't just sitting back. He's reveling in Chrisean Rock's downfall. But why? The plot thickens. Lee alleges that Wack has the power to free Chrisean from her current predicament. Yet he's choosing to let her languish behind bars. And the reason? It's all part of a calculated move to tighten his grip on Blueface. Is Wack 100 pulling strings like a master puppeteer, manipulating lives for his own gain?
I told Rock 50 million times, hey, stop going live at that house. Police has been over there several times knocking on the door because people in the center.
As Chrisean Rock finds herself confined behind bars, the seriousness of her predicament becomes clearer. She's been sentenced to 30 days in jail, followed by 12 months of probation, all stemming from her assault at Tamar Braxton's show. However, her troubles are just beginning.
What happened, Christine?
No, they saying I got a whole nother case caught up in...
Word on the street is that Oklahoma's got Chrisean in its crosshairs, and they're not messing around. We're hearing rumblings about extradition, and let me tell you, it's not for a friendly visit. The Sooner State's got some unfinished business with our girl. Substance charges that have been simmering like a pot left too long on the stove. But here's the kicker. We're not just talking about a slap on the wrist. The whispers of intent to distribute are echoing through the grapevine. And that's the kind of charge that can turn a bad day into a bad decade. Is Chrisean sweating bullets? You bet. With these serious allegations hanging over her head like a storm cloud, her future's looking about as clear as mud.
Sean must have been shot because it seems she thought her legal...
Lee, in a jaw-dropping interview, drops a bombshell that's got everyone's tongues wagging. He's pointing fingers at none other than Wack 100, Blueface's manager, and the accusations are nothing short of scandalous. Here's the tea. Lee claims Wack's been pulling strings behind the curtain like a master puppeteer. But it's not just any old manipulation. Oh no. He's suggesting Wack's deliberately keeping Chrisean tangled in her legal web. And why, you ask? Brace yourselves. According to Lee, it's all part of Wack's grand plan to get Blueface eating out of his hand. By keeping Chrisean out of the picture, Wack allegedly aims to tighten his grip on Blueface's career. Talk about playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. Now, this bombshell sent shockwaves through the fan base. People are dissecting every word Wack's ever said in public, wondering if it's all been smoke and mirrors. Is Wack 100 really the puppet master Lee claims him to be?
Listen, gaslighting is when you have a guest and he's up here talking about everything but that, and then you...
Jason Lee's claims aren't without foundation. Fans have long sensed tension between Wack 100 and Chrisean Rock. Wack's recent social media posts and his approach to Chrisean's legal issues only add fuel to these suspicions. He himself stated that there was nothing he could do to help Chrisean because of her no bail warrant in Oklahoma.
Has, I believe, 2-3 warrants. One of them not serious. Arizona's not serious. California's not serious.
Fans are calling foul on Wack's apparent inaction in Chrisean's legal drama. They're scratching their heads, wondering why the man with all the connections isn't pulling strings to help her out. He can manage Blueface but can't help Chrisean? One fan questions. It's got social media in a frenzy, with theories flying left and right about Wack's true motives.
I believe LA is reduced to a misdemeanor. It's not even that serious, so all this old y'all got going on, ain't nothing.
Seems Wack's words are rubbing Chrisean's fans the wrong way. Instead of stepping up, he's coming off colder than a penguin's toes. Talk about a PR nightmare. But here's where it gets juicy. During Jason Lee's tea-spilling session, Wack was acting shadier than a palm tree on a sunny day. He was tiptoeing around like a cat on a hot tin roof. Now, folks are putting 2 and 2 together. Could Lee be sitting on a bombshell that could blow Wack's whole operation sky high? The rumor mill's churning out some wild theories. The million-dollar question, is Wack really playing puppet master, letting Chrisean twist in the wind just to keep Blueface under his thumb?
There to understand how life works, how the law works, how this works. So I did my part. Only thing I could do was tell you.
On the surface, Wack's playing it cool, claiming his hands are tied. But word on the street is he's got more pull than a tractor in a tug of war. Insiders reckon he could turn this ship around faster than you can say legal trouble, if he wanted to. So why's he sitting on his hands? Smells fishier than a week-old sushi, doesn't it? Wack's recent update about Chrisean? It's about as reassuring as a chocolate fire guard. She'll be home in 10 days, he says. But fans ain't buying it. He's just stalling, they cry, sniffing out a rat. Now, here's where it gets juicy. Is Wack playing 4D chess while everyone else is stuck on checkers? Some folks reckon he sees Chrisean as a fly in his Blueface ointment. By letting her legal woes simmer, is he keeping her out of his hair?
Rules in high power. Where the celebrities go? LA County Jail. All right, I got eyes on him. Shout out to my homeboy Mondoose from Devil Land.
Wack 100 and Chrisean Rock, squaring off like two gunslingers at high noon. It's been a showdown brewing since Chrisean first sashayed into Blueface's world. Now, word on the street is that Wack's had Chrisean in his crosshairs from day one. He's been eyeing her like a hawk watching a mouse, convinced she's nothing but trouble with a capital T. But here's where it gets spicy. Wack ain't just whispering behind closed doors. Oh no, he's shouting it from the rooftops. Remember that explosive episode of Crazy in Love on Zeus Network? Wack stormed in like a bull in a china shop, pointing fingers at Chrisean and Blueface. His message, clear as day. This relationship, it's business poison. Talk about dropping a bombshell on national TV.
I don't think Rock is she's not manageable.
Yeah.
So, Chrisean's standing her ground like a rock in a hurricane. She's all, hey, I'm making my own dough here. But Wack, he's not buying what she's selling. He's convinced she's a walking, talking career wrecker for Blueface. Get this, Wack even pulls out the X card. He's reminiscing about the good old days with Blueface's baby mama, painting it like a peaceful picnic compared to this roller coaster. But wait, there's more. This ain't just a one-time spat. Wack's been throwing shade at Chrisean like it's going out of style. It's got folks wondering, is he trying to push her out of the picture? Now, let's fast forward to Blueface's arrest. Suddenly, Wack's acting like the cat that got the cream. And Jason Lee? He's pointing fingers, saying Wack's practically doing a happy dance over Chrisean's troubles. But the cherry on top? Wack spills the tea to DJ Vlad, calling Chrisean unmanageable and a backstabber. Talk about not pulling punches. So, what's the real deal here? Is Wack playing 4D chess while everyone else is stuck on checkers? Or is this just another day in the wild world of hip-hop drama?
Adam, you know what I mean?
You couldn't pay me to manage Chrisean Rock. I don't care if it was $1 million a month.
She's gonna do what she wants to.
He recounted a harrowing incident in which Chrisean stole Blueface's G-Wagon, driving it from LA to Oklahoma, leaving a trail of chaos and a hefty bill for Wack. This anecdote, while portraying Chrisean as reckless, also underscored Wack's frustration and apparent reluctance to support her in any meaningful manner.
Our set there, I had to go through a bunch of stuff by the transport. Cost me like $7-8 grand impound fees. Just, we get the car back, it's...
Wack's playing the hands are tied card when it comes to Chrisean's legal tangle in Oklahoma. No bail warrant? Nothing he can do, he says. But hold your horses. The fans ain't buying it. They're thinking Wack's got more strings to pull than a puppet master at a marionette convention. His blasé attitude about Chrisean's potential jailbreak, it's raising more eyebrows than a surprised cartoon character. People are starting to wonder if he's not just twiddling his thumbs, but actively keeping Chrisean on ice. But wait, there's more. Remember that text message bombshell? Wack drops the mic, revealing Chrisean allegedly plotted to harm Blueface and his family. Talk about spilling the tea. This is a whole dang tea plantation. This twist has folks' heads spinning faster than a DJ's turntable. Is Chrisean really capable of such extremes, or is this another play in Wack's alleged game of 4D chess?
Only thing I'm saying is this.
What?
Can we keep the personal indoors and off?
Wack's timing in releasing these messages was suspicious, painting Chrisean negatively just as Blueface encountered legal troubles. Adding to the speculation, Wack's actions following Blueface's arrest raised questions about his intentions. In an interview with DJ Vlad, Wack suggested that Chrisean played a role in Blueface's probation violation. He explained how Blueface's choice to go to Vegas against his advice resulted in the altercation and subsequent charges.
If he would have just said, yo, Rock, can't do Vegas right now. If you want to go ahead. He wouldn't be in jail right now.
Wack portrayed Chrisean as a destabilizing force, yet he notably minimized Blueface's responsibility, subtly shifting blame to Chrisean's alleged recklessness. This narrative has left fans questioning whether Wack 100's disdain for Chrisean is truly about her being a distraction, or if there's a more calculated strategy at play. By allowing her legal issues to linger, is Wack ensuring she stays sidelined, thereby solidifying his control over Blueface's career and finances?
Y'all know the fans know Blueface all right. Spread the word, Blue's right. He ain't been stabbed up, he ain't been...
While a majority of fans supported Jason Lee's theory, many argue that Chrisean herself bears primary responsibility for her troubles. Her arrest during Blueface's court hearing intensified these views, depicting a star in turmoil. Despite Chrisean's tumultuous behavior and frequent conflicts, it's striking how many people have rallied to her side. For instance, Blueface's own mother, Karlissa Saffold, reached out to Kim Kardashian for assistance in securing the release of both Blueface and Chrisean from jail.
Absolutely did not know it was going to happen.
This surprising partnership underscores a wider circle of supporters for Chrisean, despite her occasional self-destructive behavior. Saffold's public plea, which included Kardashian and Blueface on social media, conveyed a mix of desperation and optimism, suggesting that intervention from high-profile figures could have a profound impact.
She had her kid and she was there supporting my son, so I don't agree with it. Even though I'm not a fan and we have our differences, I think that was a bit...
Despite allegations that Saffold may have called the police on Chrisean, her vocal defense against these accusations and her proactive efforts to seek assistance reveal a complex dynamic of both support and contention.
It's absolutely insane. It's not something I would do. If I'm getting into it with my mother-in-law, that has nothing to do with the kids, and it shouldn't have anything to do with the kids, even if I...
Hold on to your hats, folks. This Chrisean saga's got more twists than a pretzel factory. Here's the kicker. Despite Chrisean's history of stirring up more drama than a soap opera marathon, she's got folks rallying around her like it's Black Friday at a shoe sale. Her sister's passing the hat, Blueface's mama's tugging at heartstrings, and fans are sending love like it's going out of style. Now, ain't that a slap in the face to Wack 100's She's Bad for Business tune? Looks like his song and dance about Chrisean being a troublemaker isn't topping the charts with everyone. But hold your horses. Before we paint Chrisean as a damsel in distress, let's spill some real tea. Our girl's got a warrant from Oklahoma hotter than a jalapeno popper's plate. We're talking possession with intent to distribute. That's no jaywalking ticket, folks. So while Wack sitting on his hands has got people talking, let's not forget Chrisean's been stirring her own pot of trouble. She's not just a pawn in someone else's game, she's been rolling the dice herself.
All that matters. So, I don't give a, you know what I'm saying? I really don't give.
So, what's the real deal with Wack 100? Is he really just a bystander in this drama, hands tied tighter than a mummy's bandages? Or is he pulling strings behind the scenes, letting Chrisean twist in the wind to keep Blueface under his thumb? And let's not forget about Chrisean herself. Is she just a victim of circumstance,